what's up? Woo! Can a player just keep in touch? I said that all mixed up. I was a bore comparing basketball YouTubers to NBA players. Now I see myself as the first clip in this, man. You know, y'all sent this to me, directly through my Discord, IG, Twitter, etc. If I had to compare myself, it would have to be Isaiah Thomas, Nick Van Exel, Brandon Jennings, or maybe like a I don't know. Let's watch the video. Let's see it. Shout out Legends.
Back the video and see today I'm going to be comparing basketball YouTubers to NBA players. This is pretty self-explanatory and I feel like a lot of you guys are going to enjoy this one. For this video, I will be pretty much comparing about 20 plus YouTube hoopers, regardless of their skills, to NBA players who
I can throw in maybe a Mike Conley as well. So between those four,
I think they resemble the best. This will obviously be based on playstyles and how good these people are in all aspects of basketball. Also, this video will be determined by how good these YouTubers are currently, as it helps me visualize their skill level as of today. Now without further ado, let's get into it.
I'm excited.
First of all, there's no better way to start this video than when Devontae Friga. I mean, the guy probably had the most impact on the community.
I'm gonna try to guess
This year, if it's either beating
each one.
NBA players 1v1 or successfully doing Frigmas. With that in mind, considering how good he's gotten,
Devin Booker.
as a player, I'm comparing Devontae Friga to Devin Booker. In my opinion, this is really spot on. Their offensive arsenals are really smooth.
I can see it.
Both can be reliable in the
I can see
seconds. I mean, to go even further, these two have deadly dribble combos, have similar shooting forms, are elite finishers, and can get in that zone whenever they want to. Also, both Friga and Booker can get really petty and disrespectful at times, which makes this comparison pretty accurate. Now, coming up next,
I can also see Friga being a Klay Thompson as well too, though. I can look at seeing being a Klay more on the low.
One and only Marcellus Howard. As mentioned in all of my videos, we know how skilled this
IT,
man is.
Mike Conley, Nick Van Exel, Brandon Jennings.
Level. The guy's super quick, has great pace, knows when to make the right pass, and just like Friga, can get in the zone whenever he wants to. Therefore, Marcellus kind of reminds me a ton of Mike Conley. Not only are there...
Do I do this or do I do this? I mean, come on. Do I do this or do I not do this?
Both lefties too, but they literally have similar movements on the floor. Both have that killer crossover, can get to the cup with ease.
I can see that. Okay, I can see it.
I know some may compare Cell to Isaiah Thomas instead, but I feel like Cell is more of a pass-first type point guard and not as ball dominant. Also, Cell has more similar defensive tactics.
So in junior college, you know what I'm saying, I was a scoring guard, top 5 in the state, but as I got to university, after the injuries and surgeries, pass first became more of my motto.
To a guy like Conley, so yeah, pretty reasonable comparison in my opinion. Next up, we got Cash Nasty. Even though this year hasn't been quite the best for him, he's still a decent basketball player. We know that he's a defensive first type player.
He has to be like
he doesn't focus on doing the fancy stuff and instead likes to
Patrick Beverly.
Things. He likes to get in his opponent's head mainly and do whatever it takes to win. Also, when he has the proper form, he could hit that top of the key 3-pointer or even a wing 3-pointer at times. With that in mind, there's no better comparison for Cash than Patrick Beverly. I know Cash may be tired of this comparison, but year after year, it keeps being more and more accurate. I mean, both are literally pesky defenders and share the same goal of testing the opponent's mental side of things. Both are obviously not the most talented as well and could have disappointing moments like Cash did in the HOH tournament and Beverly with the Lakers so far. However, when they're both focused and know what they're doing, they can hit the occasional 3 as well and getting altercations if they need to. Moving on, we got the sharpshooter himself, Bielis. It's crazy to see the amount of growth that he's shown this year alone, and there's a reason why he's a coach. Dude knows a ton about the game of basketball, especially the fundamentals. When he's on the floor,
this one's tough. I gotta go. I'm gonna guess. Damn. He has a lot of Nick Van Exel in his game, but he also, I can see a lot of Brandon Jennings. I'm gonna say Brandon Jennings. I'm gonna stick with Brandon Jennings.
He's an incredible shot maker and can hit some crazy contested shots. Not only that, but he can read the opponents well on defense and facilitate. With that in mind, I'm comparing B. Ellis to Brandon Jennings. If you're an OG NBA fan, you know how good Jennings was before injuries. Back when he was in Milwaukee,
is that 4 for 4 for me?
Like B. Ellis does right now. Insane shot making, have similar moves in their
I can see
arsenal,
it.
and are just exciting to
for
watch.
Sure.
They both really know how to break ankles too, and it's just crazy to see how similar these two are. Up next, we got FTC, aka Flight Reacts. Obviously, we know Flight is not
I honestly don't know who this would be. I'll have to say like someone that's played in the NBA, but like that not a lot of people know who they are. Yeah, I don't know.
In fact, he's probably at the bottom when it comes to basketball. Year after year, Flight just somehow becomes worse and worse as a basketball player. He's still taking horrible shots, airballing about 3 times a game, missing layups, and getting cooked on defense. With that in mind, my comparison for Flight is the one and only Marcellus Huertas. Now, if you're watching Flight, you probably don't even know who this guy is.
This the dude that threw the ball behind the head from the 3-point line. If you know, you know.
You probably call him a nobody right now, but he really does play like you. Huertas has really bad
right here.
Flight can sometimes do smart plays and also does this dunk football move on
Excellent
defense.
job, legends.
Honestly, I really can't believe I found someone doing this in the league, and well, that's why Huertas has been out of the NBA for a minute. All jokes aside though, when both Flight and Huertas are focused, they both have similar playmaking styles, can finish acrobatically once in a while, and can hit that 3-pointer when they're open. Both also hustle a ton for loose balls despite not being the most talented, which is respect. Overall, this is just too good of a comparison to not mention in this video.
But Huertas wasn't that bad though at basketball. He's kind of solid. Ooh, Dev.
He personally made the top 2 in my top 50.
I feel like he's gonna try to compare Dev to Kyrie. I see more of a Devin Williams. No, my bad. I see more of a Deron Williams in Dev's game than Kyrie. I'm rocking with Deron Williams, Utah Jazz, prime Deron Williams.
YouTube basketball list. I mean, the guy's a professional trainer and just knows how to play the right way. Dude has one of the best hesitation moves that I've ever seen and one of the most consistent jumpers in the community. Also, he's a great passer and very unselfish in a team setting game. With that in mind, Dev's comparison is Chris Paul. Even though both are not the tallest at all, they can still get the job done every single night.
Okay.
They're incredible.
I'm not mad at that.
Have insane handles, which can sometimes lead to ankle breakers, and love that mid-range shot. Up next, we got
Jamal Crawford.
As we all know, he's one of the newest.
If it's not Jamal Crawford, this list is cheeks.
Thanks to his insane basketball skill. He's by many people considered the shiftiest hooper right now. Just like Dev, he has a crazy hezzy, can shoot from outside, and finish nicely with
I think
his
Scar might be a little
hands.
shiftier
Overall,
though.
He has a ton of
I'm being
on the
honest.
court, which leads to the comparison of Jamal Crawford.
Easy.
Honestly, this one's probably the most accurate comparison in this video. I mean, like I said, both have insane handles that'll make someone leave the gym, have that shake and bake in their arsenals, and also have similar set points in their shots. Now moving on, we got YPK Ray. Just like J-Lu, he's also one of the newest hoopers and he's super nice at basketball. He's by far.
He's gonna try to compare him, I feel like, to Ja Morant. I can see that. I can see him comparing that. I can see him comparing YPK to Ja Morant for sure.
The fastest player in the community and also one of the most athletic that we've seen. I mean, there's a reason why he absolutely destroyed everyone in the HOH tournament. He's an incredible finisher at the rim and can even dunk as well. With that in mind, YPK reminds me a ton of Bulls Derrick Rose from back in the
okay.
day.
I think it's more of a Ja Morant than D Rose, low key.
Even though he isn't as athletic as him obviously, YPK still has the same offensive scheme as Derrick Rose. They're both finished first type players on offense who can also play make and hit that mid-range jumper when it's needed. Next up, we got Nas. Some people watching this may be unfamiliar with his game, but man, Nas is super tough. He's appeared in a ton
Nas could be
of wild videos and he's probably the most complete player in the community. He's a two-way athlete that can score in many ways.
Maybe like a Jimmy Butler type? I don't know.
He doesn't rush his moves at all and knows where to be at all times. With that in mind, my comparison for Nas is no other than Anthony
Edwards. Okay, that's what I was trying to. Yeah, okay.
Super big guard.
That's what I'm missing.
Pretty much have similar offensive styles and are super athletic.
Jimmy Butler's
really
no, my bad.
Anytime, and I would love a collaboration one day between these two. Now moving on, we got Slim. Of course, he's mostly known for being an athletic freak. Dude can pull off some wild dunks and put on a show for the crowd. However, he's not just a dunker. He also can shoot pretty well from downtown and can block shots with his high jumps. With that in mind, my comparison for Slim
Not looking. I didn't even. I don't know.
Not only do these two kind of look alike, but both
Love it. I was trying to check these parlays in.
Similar dunking mechanics and love those tomahawk dunks to be exact. This is also spot on due to the fact that they can both heat up from 3 whenever they want to. We've seen Oubre have these random nights of knocking down 5+ threes, which Slim could pull off occasionally. Next up, we got Ryan the Crash Dummy. Obviously, we know that Crash is mostly known for his defense. Due to his
honestly don't know right now.
Speed, he can make a lot of great contests and give you nightmares. However, he's also a pretty good shooter, especially
Jimmy?
on the top of the key. He can finish pretty well inside if that's not available and likes to use his strength to his advantage. Therefore, I'm comparing Crash to Marcus Smart. I mean, they're both elite defenders that love to trash talk. Also, they can knock down threes consistently and help you win
Jimmy
games.
Butler or
Ryan
Marcus
just
Smart for
train
him?
On a consistent basis, I really wonder how better he could be. Up next, we got the big hooligan, Chris White.
Birdman from the Miami Heat.
Now, Chris is also someone that improved tremendously from the first time that we've seen him. I mean, back then, he was mainly just a post scorer that will give you some energy. However, he's more than just that right now. Not only can he move faster on the court, but he can also shoot and handle the ball like a guard. That right there helps him to facilitate as a point center, which leads me to the comparison of the Marcus Cousins.
Okay, I was like, I knew I could do Jokic. I could see Boogie Cuz for sure. These ones are kind of tough to guess. Like, the early ones are way easier.
He really had that hooligan vibe that Chris White has. He could shoot, get physical in the post, and handle the ball when needed. You really cannot convince me otherwise that these two do not play alike, and I'm happy to see the progress from Chris White. Next up, we got Emili. Of course, he's one of the craftiest guards in the community. He can hit really tough shots, has a deep bag, and loves to facilitate for his teammetes. Also,
Tyler Hero
can really heat up once he is in that zone, which leads me to the comparison of Kemba Walker. Just like Boogie, Kemba has sadly not been the same player these past few years, but during his
about the Kemba though.
He really had that Emili offensive playstyle. When healthy, both have that deadly crossover, a smooth yet similar jump shot, and also showcase great passing skills. All of this combined really makes these two extremely fun to watch. Now moving on to one of the last breakdowns of this video.
Uncle Scoob is more of a Kemba for me. I don't know who he's gonna compare him to, but Uncle Scoob is for sure more of a Kemba than Austin Mills is.
Uncle Scoob, this guy is another upcoming YouTuber in the scene, and let's just say that he's really on another level. Scoob can shoot, finish incredibly at the basket, and give you that dog on defense. He's among the most physical and most skilled players in the community. Therefore, I'm comparing Scoob to John Wall, who plays just like him. I mean, they both
this is pretty spot on.
Have similar finishing habits and are super aggressive on defense. Also, both can get in your head easily, making this comparison pretty spot on. Now, to finish out this video, we got Cam So Smooth. Of course, we know Cam as also one of the most skilled players in the community. Really well-rounded guard that can finish through contact and shoot pretty well. He's super explosive as a whole, which leads me to the comparison.
Don't look at the screen. Man. I don't know. No. Legends, YPK is Ja Morant. Flip that. Cam's like a damn. Cam's like a maybe a Jordan Poole? I don't know.
Of Ja Morant. Like I said, Cam is an athletic talent just like Ja. Also, both are streaky shooters that could create for others. Overall, it's crazy how much the future holds for both of these guys. Now, I just completed about 16 player comparisons, and I hope that you guys have agreed for the most part. However, I still left quite a few people out. Therefore, I'm going to do some honorable mentions real quick and mention 16 additional comparisons. For Rudy Gay, I'm comparing him to Jamal Murray. For Scar, I'm comparing him to Deron Williams. For T-Jazz, Kyrie Irving. For Fambi,
T-Jazz is more of a that's not a bad one. That's not a bad one.
Brown. For Will Tuning, James Harden. For Moon, Tyrese Maxey.
Okay.
For Luke Skywalker, Jeremy Grant.
Okay.
For Bionic Bruce, Blake Griffin.
Okay.
For Ty Glover, Michael Porter Jr. For Diesel, DeMar DeRozan. For Nathan, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. For Kantos, Domantas Sabonis. For D. Allen, Kawhi. For Malcolm, Kevin Porter Jr.
I don't know
for
who that is.
Bradley Beal. And last but not least, Jay Jones for Drew Holiday. And that pretty much concludes this video. What do you guys think of these NBA comparisons?
Legends, you did a hell of a job, bro. Especially at the end, man. Those end comparisons might have been more spot on than some of the video ones, like that were actually in the video with the highlights, man. Appreciate y'all for watching, though, man. Shout out to Legends. Link in the description for the original video. This is pretty spot on. Round of applause. If you haven't yet, hit the subscribe and like button. It's absolutely free. We out of here. You dig? Yeah, baby.